G'day boys, so you're looking for the fastest way to level. Well, I got you. And this isn't a restrictive type of leveling method. You can do this by yourself, you can do this with friends, and you don't need to have a certain attribute. As a lot of void farm charming XP runs usually revolve around electric and bunny players are a lot more efficient than this method, but a lot of people don't like playing bunny, myself included, so this is probably the fastest method that you can possibly do to get to level 1 to level 40. And I did this in 2 hours and 10 minutes. But you can do it a lot more efficiently as I did it with completely solo and with randoms. And this mission is the Kingston Albion Resource Defense mission. If you haven't heard of it, you've been missing out. This method is fantastic if you've completed the campaign mission and you've got extra characters / prestiging your characters and you don't want to be very squishy, as if you are freshly prestige level 1, level 5, etc., you do get rimmed quite easily by the enemy combatants in 40 plus, 100 plus hard modes. So if you do a 15-40 minute run, you will get to level 25 in 40 minutes and 15 in 15 minutes. It depends what kind of level you want to end up at, but this is probably the most efficient way to do it. The recommended gun level for this, I would say, is about 70. You can obviously do this a little bit lower on if you've got some mates and whatnot, but the reason I say this is solely because of the damage that the enemy does. And if you are trying to solo this with randoms, you might get a little bit unlucky and get 3 actual fresh players that are just trying this because it's there in the map, and that will make it quite difficult and you'll lose out on efficiency and time. Now, please note that this is the most important part of this farming mechanic, is that you leave after the second phase. So this is after a wave 14 is completed. The reason you do this is because phase 3, the mobs become very heavy HP and start to do actually significant damage. And if you aren't max level or close to max level and have good modifications on your character, then you will be struggling against these mobs, as well as the duration of waves are longer instead of the shorter waves during phase 1 and phase 2 of this mission. So it's best just to leave and restart a new one and go to phase 2 and continue that process until you reach level 40. I tested this during this one. This is the reason why I got over 2 hours. In this mission, I like to stand in this kind of area as it has 2 different spawns. Altogether has 3 spawns, but usually the randoms in your lobby will end up killing the other spawn, which is very minuscule compared to these 2, and you can bounce in between both spawns in this location. I usually stand here once I'm just playing normally, but if I'm like having a bit of a feed or going to take a whiz, I'll stand near the generator and just shoot from a distance. I don't promote people AFK farming because it kind of ruins the experience for everyone else that's trying to play properly. So if you are going to AFK farm this, go nuke. At the end of the day, I'm just sharing this information and this process with you because this is the best way it works for me. There might be other options out there similar to the void shard farms that I said before that bunny mains can really farm, and it's a lot more efficient than this. So if you have bunny main friends, you can go, help them out and just farm levels with them, but you do miss out on the void shards if you're not using an electric attribute type. But at the end of the day, I feel like this is the most efficient if you have no friends, just like me. And at the making of this current video, this is probably the best way personally for me. So if I find different methods in the future, I'll definitely upload and post that. And if this is very inefficient compared to the other ones, I might just delete it entirely. But that's all I just wanted to say. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Enjoy the grinding, boys.